one of the biggest positives that Montana State can take away from its 34-24 loss to Eastern Washington last Saturday was how well its offense performed. The unit picked up close to 600 total yards and used a good balance of the rush and the pass to do it. In this particular Eye in the Sky package, we'll examine two of the bright spots from the passing game, which were wide receiver Everett Gilbert and tight end Joe Schreibeis. First and foremost, we'll turn the focus to the freshman Gilbert, who had his biggest game of his career thus far as he collected 5 passes for 105 yards and a touchdown. I've got to apologize, first of all, for not having a 60-yard touchdown scamper or as near a touchdown catch in the end zone that led to some controversy late in the game. Even so, I think we've got 3 pretty good clips to take a look at here. In this first one, you'll see how MSU designed this particular play perfectly to get Gilbert the ball in open space with a chance to do what he does best, which is pick up the yards after the catch. This particular play is a variation of the play fake system that the Bobcats run so well. As we fire it up here, you're going to see MSU quarterback Cody Kemp fake the handoff to C.J. Palmer here. Now, so many times MSU will have their quarterback roll to the direction of his throwing hand. With the lefty Kempt in, you would typically see Kempt roll towards the near sideline here and look for his running back or fullback in the flat. And you'll see that's kind of what the Eagle middle linebacker is probably thinking as he drifts that direction to the left. Instead, Kemp turns his body all the way around and sees a blitzing linebacker and safety coming from the right. So instead of panicking, he realizes this is the perfect setup for the play, throws a great ball over the head of the safety to Gilbert, who has no one within 15 yards of him. And then the freshman takes off and does what only he can do, which is kind of, instead of following his blocks on this play like most receivers might, he decides to let the wall of defenders collide with one another and then stretches this play wide, and with his great speed ends up picking up an extra 10 yards in the play. Just a well-drawn-up play here and very well executed by Cody Kempt and Everett Gilbert. On this next play, you get to see Gilbert, the running back. You'll see the freshman lined up here to the right of MSU quarterback Mark Iddens on this play. As we roll this one, you'll see the Bobcats are willing to sacrifice their quarterback to pick up a nice gain on this option, as Iddens does a great job of holding onto the ball until the last possible moment, making the outside linebacker commit to him. This once again gives Gilbert the ball and a little bit of space with 2 blockers out in front of him to take care of the 2 defenders in the area. You'll see Julius Lloyd do a great job of pancaking his man in the slot. Elvis Akpo does a nice job on his block too, but you'll see the defender does a great job of regaining his footing after kind of slipping and he gets back on the right side of the play. If he doesn't do that, it's really a touchdown, as Gilbert just burns the middle linebacker on this play and the near safety who's on that side of the field. Just another great play designed by MSU here to get Gilbert that ball and kind of see what he can do with it. And finally, you're going to see Gilbert once again lined up as a running back, this time to the left of Kemp. You're going to see him make something out of nothing on this play. As we get it started up here, you can see Kemp roll out on a little bit of an option to his left. It's an awkward design, as Gilbert's kind of too far for the pitch, but a little bit too close for the pass. Seeing nothing downfield, which is where Kemp looks to begin this play as he starts to roll out. He instead elects to throw that short dump off to Gilbert. But as we kind of look at the play, you'll see both linebackers do a great job of recognizing where the ball is going, and they deepen up to be in better position to stop the speedy Gilbert. But it's really no use. As Gilbert gets the ball, he still burns that first linebacker to the sideline and nearly gets past the second. That backer just gets one hand on Gilbert, which is enough to force him out and kind of prevent that big play. And like I said before, I know this isn't a 60-yard touchdown catch or a jaw-dropping, leaping catch in the end zone, both of which are plays Gilbert also made on Saturday. But, this is a play that would have gone for a 4-yard loss if it had been any other player, and instead Gilbert turns it into a 6-yard gain. Just shows how much of a playmaker this kid is turning out to be as a young freshman so far. Now let's turn our focus to Joe Schreibeis, who wasn't really being very well utilized as MSU's tight ends have been in the last couple years, but he really became a nice weapon Saturday, often getting open on downs when MSU really needed to pick up some big yards. This first clip is a classic tight end sort of a play. This is a 3rd down late in the first half, and you'll see Schreibeis lined up in the slot here to the left. As we fire it up, you're going to see him just sit down right in front of the Eagles' zone defense near that first down marker around the 14-yard line. He does a good job of looking the ball in, absorbing that initial contact, not being phased by the big hit as he's kind of held up there, and then having the presence of mind to stretch the ball forward for some extra yardage. It's exactly the type of play and the type of reception MSU needs from its tight ends in its ever-improving passing game. In this clip, you're going to see Schreibeis once again do a nice job of shredding the Eastern Washington zone. You'll see him lined up here to the left side of the line, and he's going to run a corner route towards that near sideline. As we roll it here, watch Schreibeis sense that zone coverage as he feels the linebackers get into their back pedal. Once he realizes he's clear of those linebackers and sees the safety still in his back pedal as well, he breaks off his route and goes towards that sideline. Quarterback Cody Kemp reads it all the way and puts the ball right where it needs to be for an easy 18-yard pickup. Great timing between quarterback and tight end on this completion, and just another well-designed play by MSU. And finally, you're going to see another classic tight end route here, which is the skinny post up the center of the field. This time, Schreibeis becomes an extremely important target for his quarterback, Cody Kemp, who has to pass out of his own end zone on this particular play on a little bit of a short drop. Like the last play we examined, this play is beautifully designed as we take a look at Schreibeis lined up once again on the left side of the line. As we start this one up, you're going to see the quick play fake to Palmer, which effectively freezes the Eastern linebackers just for a moment, which allows Schreibeis to once again run by that underneath coverage. Well, once Kemp senses that Schreibeis is clear and sees those safeties backpedaling once again, he knows all he has to do is drop it in there in front of those safeties, and he's going to have a nice, easy 25-yard game to Schreibeis. So he hooks it out there. Schreibeis does a great job to catch the ball, but not leave himself out to dry with just a little hop there, and all of a sudden the Bobcats have some breathing room. Great job here, and it was a great day all around for MSU passing the football on Saturday.